Good morning, traders. Uh, we're going to do a short little video on Tradezero, how to set up a stop loss order and a range order, and then there's a couple other orders. So, yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully everybody had a awesome Labor Day, and let's get into the video.
Motivating morning, everybody. It's Matt. I just got a little video for you guys, kind of just going over orders, different types like limit, market, range, conditional orders, and yeah, I hope you guys get some good information out of this video. Just give us a little thumbs up, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on there, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. So first, let's go over my little setup that I have right here. So what I like to do is I like to have two level 2s open per chart. The reason being is this will let me get in and out of orders quick. So instead of coming over to one level 2 and setting up limit orders and have to go to click type and then move it to a market order or stop order or range order, whatever, I'll already have it up. So the way I like to have mine up is I like to have limit orders to get in and then my range order to get out. So say I scale in, 3 different times with 100 shares, I can just come over here, have it ready for 300 on my last fill, have my high price and my low price. With the range order, the way they work, the high price, if you're shorting, will be your loss, stop loss, and the low price will be your price target. And it's, completely opposite for if you're buying, but basically what it is this a range order is an OCO order. So one cancels the other. So if I'm short selling this RKDA right here and I'm scaling in, say 780, 785, 790, and then I set my range order. So the high price is $8 and my price target will say 750. It's going to be whichever one hits first. So as this is coming up, if it hits $8, it'll stop me out and it'll cancel that limit order for the low price of 750. If it comes down and hits my price target, it'll cancel the stop. Now here's why range orders is extremely important. A range order can eliminate all emotion. So since your order or your trade is already pre-planned, uh, and you jump in and you set your range order up for with your stop loss and your price target, you don't even have to watch it. Like think about how many times you got into a trade and a little spike happened and it scared you out, and then it ended up crashing down and doing exactly what you thought it was going to do. A range order will eliminate that because all you got to do is set the order up and then you just walk away or go, look at something else. A lot of times I'll take that ticker off my screen, not even focus on it because I already have my trade planned. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. If I'm right, then, cool, I made some money. But it takes the emotion out, and that's going to be the biggest thing. With trading, technicals is only like 20%. It's the rest of it's all psychology. And if you can eliminate emotion, the chances of you making money is a lot better because you're not getting scared out on little bullshit spikes. Instead, you got your orders set up. You're not looking at it, and whatever fills, it fills. So I would definitely strongly take a look at range orders if you're interested in them, especially if you're interested in eliminating emotion or at least trying to deviate from how much emotion is in play right now. So with limit and market orders, the reason why I use limit orders and not markets, like I said, my trades are pre-planned. I want to get filled at a very specific price. Um, so if I'm looking at RKDA over here, and say 790 is my price target, what I'll do is I'll set up multiple orders to scale in. So like say 780, 785, 790, 795, and $8. Because what that does is if it spikes past it and fills me on those orders real quick and dumps, a lot of times it can't do that just because of momentum. My average will be 790 since I got filled, two orders above, two orders below. That'll bring my average to 790, which is my area of interest. Um, yeah, I basically use limit orders to get in on everything. Like I always find an area of interest and I'll let the trade come to me instead of like, oh, this is spiking up. Like, let me short it, let me short it, let me short it. And then, it just continues going up because there's not any real resistance right there. You're gambling, you're like, hey, it looks like it's going up, let me short it. This could be a good spot. Instead of finding a spot that has a lot of back orders or, extreme area of interest, like a major resistance point, you, that's kind of how you want to trade. You don't want to just gamble and jump in on it on anything. You're going to want to wait for like full. Say you're buying, you're going to wait for the pullbacks to get in. You don't want to buy into the strength. You want to buy into the weakness. Um, the reason why I wouldn't use market orders, like a market order will get you filled like almost instantly, or the as soon as it can. What sucks about market orders is if the stock is illiquid, then market makers can actually adjust the bid and the ask, and you're going to get filled with a market order in between those. So say the stock is at like, I don't know, say 790, and you hit a market order to quickly get in and short, and the market makers see that because there isn't anybody else really trading it, and they're like, oh, you know what, fuck this guy. Like, boom, you get filled at 770. You're like, how in the hell did I get filled at 770 when it was at 790 when I put the market order in? Well, all they did was change the bid in the ass to give you a shitty fill, and then it pops right back up to your area. I've had this happen multiple times before I decided, you know what, like market orders aren't worth it. I'll just plan my trades a little bit better. So I would, strictly stick to limit orders. Unless you really need to get out of a stock real bad, go ahead and get a market order. But for me, I'll just use my stop loss, let my stop loss do it. And for stop losses, there's really only two types that really matter: stop limit and stop market. So with a stop limit order, I don't use them. The reason being is because with a stop limit, you have to get filled at that specific price. So say on RKDA, you had a stop limit order at $8, and $8 say is a extreme resistance point. Well, if it breaks it, there's a good chance shorts are going to cover and it's going to squeeze up. Well, if it blows past $8 and there's not enough sellers at that price, it's literally just going to skip over you. And then you basically don't have a stop loss to begin with. Like it can go against you a whole dollar and nothing's going to be done because you can only get filled at that specific price. Well, in order to get away from that, what we do is we use stop markets. So a stop market order is if it breaks that price at which you have your stop loss at, it's going to try to get you out at the earliest convenience. So, like say it squeezes up and breaks that $8 mark, and you get filled at $8.06, and that's just slippage. It's just the momentum. It just filled it as fast as it could, to try to save you money. And I would rather, get hit with slippage, even like 10 cents of slippage, than it skip over me and then I'm instantly down $1. Like that would just suck. So I only use stop markets if I do use a stop loss like that. But considering that almost all my trades, once I get in, I almost always get out with range orders, and I'll just post range orders all over the place and for different price targets. And normally my stop is the same, or it'll be based on where I entered the stock at. Um, yeah, but what we're going to go over next is conditional orders. Conditional orders are also real big too because they also eliminate emotion. So the more emotion you can eliminate, definitely the better. In order to do a conditional order on Tradezero, there's two ways. You click main and then conditional orders, which it's not popped up on here. The other one is go to the little taskbar at the top. Conditional orders is going to be the one that has the dots in the corner and the square in the center. Just click that. It's going to open up your conditional order entry window. And basically what this is you're going to set one order, one conditional order, just like say like a limit order. You come over here, say we want to, I don't know, buy 100 shares. The route really don't matter unless you're picky on it. Expiration, good till close. We want to buy 100 shares at $8. And if it does buy 100 shares at $8, then I want it to sell those 100 shares. We'll use a stop loss on this one. So a stop, good till close at, I don't know, $7.85. So with a conditional order, what it's doing is it's basically saying if this order is executed, then I want you to put an order out for this. And this is good. So if you do get filled, you can automatically put a stop loss in there. You know what I mean? Or you can automatically put a price target in there instead of having a stop. Let's go with a limit order to do whatever, or a range order for that matter. So you got to order in to buy 100 shares at $8. If this order gets executed, I want to sell that order either at my stop loss of 7.85 or my price target of, I don't know, $9. Who gives a fuck? And basically, once it gets filled, all it's doing is putting that second order in for you. And then the reason why this is good is because that means you already pre-planned your trade. So since your trade's pre-planned and you set this conditional order up to execute whatever, then you know that you're not trading based on emotions. You're trading based on your plan. And that's really what it's about, is having a plan and eliminating emotions. Like, if you treat this like a business, the chances of you being successful compared to just gambling, is way better. I'd rather have the odds in my favor than going against me. That's this is just generally the basics. I'm not really getting super in depth into anything, but if you guys do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Like, I'll answer everything to the best of my ability. And if you found that you got some good content out of this video, please like and subscribe. It helps us out, and we'll just keep pumping out the content for you guys. Until then, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and stay green next week. Good luck, guys.